So, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind. And as a woman occultist on the left hand path, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, especially as a business owner and someone who runs a YouTube channel, I want to talk about a couple things. And that is going to come up, and this might come across as me being bitchy, but some of these things need to be said, and that comes down to a lot of things involving consent and boundaries. I'm a very busy person, and I've noticed there's a few things that seem to be going on in my life right now. And I'm 45. I'm sorry, I can't be your manic pixie dream cougar. I just don't have the time for it. I appreciate my viewers and fans, and if you want to reach out to me, if you want to, if it's for like a professional connection or collaboration or something business related. But honestly, at this point, I'm getting to my personal Facebook account like dozens and dozens of friend requests every day from 99% from dudes that I don't know. If I talk to you because I participate in numerous live streams, obviously I have videos, I have my business, stuff like that, or if you comment on my videos and stuff, it's my personal Facebook profile, which I've had for, I don't know, 12, 13 years at this point. That's my personal life, really. And, I have to spend a lot of time vetting through all of said Facebook requests. And on occasion, pro tips from a witchy woman. Don't direct message me and be like, hi, how are you? Are you married? No. Don't ask me those questions. I am not here as a left-hand path, dating service, pimping myself out, whatever. Because I've had that happen a few times now. And I'm sorry, I don't do sex magic rituals with people I don't know. That said, a lot of it comes down to, do you want to know me as a person, or are you, because this is something I've run into, and I'm not pointing this out to anyone in particular, but this is something I've run into my entire life because I've been involved with a lot of different subcultures and things like that. And it's like people become in love and enamored with the idea of me because they're fetishizing me. Because, when I was younger and I was the metalhead Catholic schoolgirl, there's a whole fetish area right there. Then I was a goth chick art school girl. There's a whole fetish thing there. And it's like, people like the idea of these things. And now as a woman occultist on the left-hand path, I find those things are happening to me again. And I'm not your fantasy occult girl. I'm sorry. I honestly just don't have the time for it. I am extraordinarily busy. I have a day job, and I've been working from home for the past 6 months due to COVID, but also I run my own business myself. Every product I make myself. I bottle it myself. I print out and I design and print out the labels and label them myself. I package every single order myself. I manage all my social media myself. I do all the videos and video editing and all that stuff for my YouTube channel myself. So I am very busy and I have very odd sleeping schedule. So it's really hard for me to schedule anything before 3 p.m. most days. And it can take me a really long time to respond to messages and emails and things like that. Now, I do, if you really want, if you want some kind of personal consultation or something, I do offer that on my website. If it's, I'm fine, chit chat, that sort of thing. That's not a problem. but at the same time, I don't have a lot of free time. And, I'm not tooting my own horn here or being like, whatever. It's just like, I need to set some firm boundaries for myself as a woman because, people get obsessive fans and things like that. I don't need anyone showing up on my doorstep. So, I'm not giving out my personal phone number or email. I'm for a public person, I also like to have a private life. And I am, as we all are, entitled to have our private lives and boundaries around them. If I invite you into an aspect of my private life, I've given you consent and permission to be there. But there are lines that can be crossed. And I don't suffer fools kindly. Sorry, I just don't have the time for it. And this might seem caustic and bitchy, and maybe I'll lose a few subscribers, but being a woman or woman identifying person who is an occultist, we all face a lot of the same things. We've got, people with crushes on us and people sending us tons of Facebook requests and whatever. I have business accounts for on all the social media things, so you can see what I'm doing there, and stuff like that. But I have to have part of my life that is my life that is private. And I mean, like, really, if you want to become my Facebook friend, you're going to see pictures of my cats, me bitching about not being able to sleep and other random shit. My life is mundane sometimes because I am so busy running my business. And yeah, I'm not running around naked in the moonlight doing all sorts of rituals all the times. Half the times I'm making shit, packaging shit, and fulfilling orders. My mundane day today was waking up with a massive headache at 3 p.m. I hopped on a Zoom call with one of my local witch groups, and then I ate tacos at some point in time. And then I packed up some orders, and then I took a nap. And finally my headache went away. So, that's my exciting life. I need time to do things like the laundry and, cleaning my house and taking care of my cats, because that's also something that is added on. I don't have anyone to help me with these things. I had a dead cat in my backyard last month. Guess who had to bury a fucking dead cat in her backyard? Me. I live alone. I don't have anyone to shift responsibilities to. So if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. So I have to work all these things into my life while managing 2 jobs and all of the stuff that comes with running your own business. And there's a lot of minutia in there. It's, from the time I create a product, spec out all the formulations, make it, test it out. So once I spec everything out, then I have to enter it into the system that I use, that I manage all my inventory in and sales in and product stock and material stock and, put in all the measurement data so it churns out pricing for me. There's a lot of little minutia that goes into all of what I do. And it takes a lot of time. And, it's like, I don't feel like I sometimes get a day off. And in order for me to take a day off means I'm going to be, I sort of took a down day yesterday for some administrative stuff, not realizing I was going to have a massive headache that kept me from being productive today. So now I'm behind on everything again. But this is the thing, it's like my time is valuable, and I am honestly, like, I love talking to people and stuff, but I'm dealing with a lot of things right now, personally and professionally, it's sometimes I've had to deal with the isolation of living alone during all this COVID bullshit. And, okay, now I'm like, I make an appointment once a week to see another human being that's a friend of mine in person, just to keep myself sane and grounded. I have to make time for that in my schedule. Or, going to the post office every day to drop off orders, or, going grocery shopping. Well, most of the time I do grocery delivery, but sometimes I actually have to go to the store for something. There's a lot going on in my life. And I'm also, on the personal side of things, have been dealing with the fallout from a breakup in mid-July. So it's a month and a half ago. This is someone that I was very much in love with and still am very much in love with. This is someone I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. And I'm not, my magic mojo ain't that good that I could just snap my fingers and make it go away or make it better or whatever. I need time to heal. And I don't have the emotional bandwidth right now for anything else in my life, because honestly, I eat like one meal a day because I just don't have the bandwidth to freaking cook every meal. So I live on, don't laugh at me because this makes me an old person, but I live on those little Ensure milkshakes, those like nutritional ones for old people. I drink like 2 or 3 of those a day so I can avoid like a couple extra meals. Probably not the most healthy option in the world, but right now it's what works for me. Because I hate cooking for myself. But I need my emotional space and my boundaries and my personhood respected, and I need to deal with my shit. We all need to deal with our shit. I don't mind having conversations with people, but I can't do it all the time. I have a lot of friends that I haven't seen in months now, and then sometimes I realize I'm like, shit, I haven't had a Zoom call or a Facebook message with my best friend in a couple weeks, because I'm so busy with all this stuff. And I need to do those things. Those are my priorities in life. And I have to take care of myself, and I'm not always great at doing that. Because there's no one else here to take care of me for me. There's no one here to be like, hey, you may want to get out of bed before 3 p.m. or don't forget to take your meds or maybe eat something today. Unless I leave like little Post-it notes everywhere, which I have done before. But that's the thing. I am a very open person with what I share on my YouTube channel. So I'm just being, brutally honest because I don't mince words. And I'm one of those people, it's like, well, on the same time, I have no problem telling someone off. I really have, but on the same time, I don't like being mean to people, and I don't like disappointing people and stuff like that. I just need people to understand, how busy it can be when you run your own business, especially when you do it all yourself. Like, I just hit the 3,000 products sold this year mark. We haven't even hit Halloween and Christmas yet. So, I've been doing all this stuff day and night myself. I got all my orders packed that I had stuff in stock for, and there's a couple things I'm like, shit, I gotta make this so I can get this out on Monday or Tuesday. So I can't predict most of my days unless I actually have something penciled in on the calendar for a particular time, and I'm lucky if I even know what day it is anymore, or week or month or whatever. But, as, my channel has gotten more popular, as I've been featured on other channels and I'm in various occult groups and things like that, and I have a lot of friends and, in the scene or whatever, as it were. And I guess just kind of going back, I know I'm rambling a bit to the thing. It's like, yes, you're seeing part of me here. And this is my personality. This is kind of how I talk and interact with people and things like that. But I don't know, I just, I get annoyed when I get fetishized into something that may or may not be reality. Because, everyone's had the Catholic schoolgirl fetish, or the goth girl fetish, or the metalhead chick, or the, witchy poo thing and whatnot. And that's great and all, but I'm also a human being with emotions that's going through shit. And I don't have a lot of emotional bandwidth for anything extra right now. I'm polyamorous, and I'm even I have a casual friends with benefits kind of partner, and we're even taking a break just because we both went through breakups around the same time and realized we were distracting each other from healing from them. So, it's knowing how to take care of yourself. We were there for each other when we needed it, when we needed to be there for each other, but we also were like, hey, you know what? We need to kind of like fix ourselves now and just put pause on things for the meantime. The door's still open. I don't know. But anyways, I just don't, my work is so intense. And not only that, but, it's my own personal ritual work. I do a lot of work in the astral realm. As I've posted many videos on and things like that. And, it's like sometimes it's like I just don't even have time to do, full on rituals for things because tell me when I can do this. I actually have some candles burning now, and I've done a little bit of ritual things here and there, but like, I gotta keep my rituals to like, 20, 30 minutes because I don't have time to do elaborate, rituals that take hours to set up. That's why I do a lot of my work in the astral realm because I'm dog tired at some point, even though I can't fall asleep half of the nights and stuff like that. But, and this goes out to also the other, women occultists and things like that. And we just like you to take us seriously and not just because we're cute. And that's really kind of it. And don't fetishize us. We're human. We do boring things like change cat litter boxes. Ooh, sexy. And, maybe I might remember to change my sheets, which are currently covered in cat fur. But it's hard sometimes to manage, especially as someone with ADHD and a history of depression and anxiety. I get very emotionally overloaded by things and too much stimulus. And, it's like I've got all these things going on. And sometimes I'm just like, enough. Fuck. I can't deal with this. Because one of the things I've learned through my path working, I come first. I have to take care of myself. And I look at most things in my life, is anyone going to die if this doesn't get done today? Nope. Okay, it can wait. I come first. So I apologize if I can't respond to every message in a, appropriate amount of time, or they're coming in at weird hours. I've, given my weird sleep issues and that I don't usually go to sleep till after 3 a.m. I have a lot of conversations with people in the UK who are just waking up. So thankfully I have friends all over the world. So, I don't mind doing that. And I'm not trying to be standoffish and like, don't talk to me, but at the same time, just respect the fact that I'm really freaking busy. I've got a lot going on in my life. I'm dealing with a lot personally and professionally and trying to grow my business and trying to stay sane and keep my house clean, which is not easy. It's not. And I love the work I do. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. But And I love making videos, and I do love talking to people and interacting, but, you know, I can't do it 24 hours a day. I have to have time for me. And I'm not good always at setting boundaries for myself. Because I have to come first. Because when I wake up with a headache and can't do shit, I can't do shit. Or, you know, then I was cranky because I had a headache and was like, fuck everything. I have to do this all myself. Every single bit of it, I have to do myself. And I've built my business, my world, and all of this largely myself. And I love what I do. And I love making videos for my channel. And I love the products I make. And I love talking to people about them and all that. And I love talking about occult stuff. But sometimes I just need a day off or a night off. Or just not to be bothered. Like sometimes I just have to like put my phone on mute and be like, you don't exist for a few hours because, you know, I've got constant notifications, you know, my Etsy store will bling, you know, you just had a sale here, or the Amazon handmade, or blooping from an email, or blooping from a text message, because goddamn political text messages are driving me crazy. You know, Facebook notifications, Facebook Messenger messages, and then this, and then that, and then, you know, it's just like sometimes it's too much. And I need my me time, as it were. So please, I'm not asking for much. Just, you know, realize that I'm a human person. I got shit going on like we all do. And I'm kind of emotionally unavailable right now. Or have a very limited capacity for my emotional bandwidth. And I have to have my emotional energy for me. I have to be selfish about that. It's mine. Anyways, now that I'm done ranting, thank you for watching this video. Please take it to heart. And, you know, when you're sending friend requests out to people and messaging them and stuff, just remember there's an actual human person behind that, you know, YouTube thing, or famous occultist, author, or whatever, or business owner, stuff like that. We have lives. We have shit going on. And we're a lot of times going through stuff. We're human. Mostly. But respect people's boundaries. That's all I'm asking. Thank you for watching. I promise to have slightly less ranty, bitchy videos in the future. But anyways, love y'all.